Okay, now watch this video if you ever felt that, boy, I can't do this because I don't know what I'm doing. Here's a guy who said that because he wanted to invent something to solve a problem because a friend of his hurt his back and he couldn't get out of bed, couldn't work on his computer, so he wanted to have something that could work on your computer over your head, you know? And he didn't know anything about it. The guy said he'd film, you know, what the heck does he know about engineering or any of this stuff? But he just got on the phone, on the internet, and start working on this and finding people who knew, finding manufacturers, finding everything, just finding. And he went from ground zero, not knowing anything, to learning all he needed to know in order to go on the internet and get like $100,000 to make this thing happen. That's right. So he was able to go out and learn. And I believe in that so much. I mean, I grew millions of businesses like that. I mean, I started a business 35 years ago or something, my first one, doing term papers, and I flunked English in college, you know. And I got 2 New York Times bestsellers. You could figure things out in this country, you know. And people are there, they're dying to help you. You know, you have to ask. You know, the people want to sell you stuff, that's fine. You just stay away from them. There's other people that'll give it to you for free and help you because it's a natural instinct in our life, in our society, to help each other. So when you contact somebody who is an expert in something that you need their advice, believe me, 9 times out of 10, you treat them well, they'll help you for free. Everybody wants to show off. Everybody, you know, loves being needed. And you could touch that in people by doing projects and doing things you want to do in life that you never thought you could do. And you could get better information than anybody else, or better information than the people selling it, because the people selling you information spend more time in their life figuring out how to get your money than they are in getting the latest information. So usually the people who are experts in things are sitting in little cubby holes. Nobody knows they're there. Nobody talks to them. They haven't got a phone or an email in 20 years or something because that isn't junk. You know? And if you contact them with a genuine need that you want to know about what they know about in order to make the society better or to solve even your own problem or whatever it is. It's a basic human instinct to want to help you. And that's why you can use that to your advantage. We all don't know everything in life. There's no way we can. Life is too complicated out there to be able to do that. But you can find out the best information is available, and it's for free. And you just go out there and start asking, start learning. This is how do you think reporters act? You know, when they do an article on something, you know, they don't know anything about it, but they know how to get the information. And it's just no magic. It's just by contacting people and asking and being polite. The more polite you are, the more you'll get that information. So watch this. Well, Eric, and the last name is Sen. Is that how you pronounce it?
Sen.
Yeah. What's the heritage of that? What is Sen?
It's, you know, French, German.
I see. So you're
somewhere over there in the whole system.
I see. You're mongrel then, right?
Yeah.
But right now, you got something that's very easy to say, and it's the right arm, right? The right arm. And this thing, I saw this, you know, and I just think this is something from heaven because I don't read papers anymore. There's nobody's papers, no more books, and now I can sit in my bathtub and watch and read on my laptop, right?
Right. That's right. Yeah, you know, we originally invented it for people in hospital beds and nursing homes. And people were, you know, we thought it was going to be strictly a medical device to begin with.
I see.
We kind of were like, wait a second, I think any consumer would really
Well, actually,
enjoy
your
this
partner was laid up, right? He had some big back problem and couldn't do his IT work, huh?
He was repaving his driveway, and
oh my God,
the sandbags were a little too heavy for him, so he ended up, you know, in bed for a couple weeks, and that's when, you know, he kind of said, hey, that there's really a need for something to help me continue to be productive, and
so you know, you studied what, filmmaking, and he got together with you, and you said, hey, well, let me figure this out. And you figured out this whole big gadget just by getting on the phone and the internet and talking to people all over the world on how this sucker works, huh?
Yeah, it was. I really started from scratch, and
you're not even an engineer, huh?
Yeah, not even an engineer, but I worked with some really great people, and we got the thing designed. You know, it took a long time. There was a lot of waiting for prototypes and parts to come in, where I felt like I should be doing something else, but you really couldn't do anything else except just wait and think and continue to test the product.
So it's like wine. You have to wait till it's ready, right?
It's like wine. It's like wine.
You can't hurry it. But that must be a wonderful lesson at your age to find out, I mean, something you had no idea what the hell it was or how to make something like this, and you just get it out and start scrounging around the world, and people would help you for nothing.
People would
right?
help. You just gotta ask.
Just gotta ask.
You know? And if you don't understand something, just ask them what it is.
Right.
And don't pretend that you know, because you probably don't, and they probably know better than you, especially in manufacturing, which is such an interesting and crazy industry.
So in other words, you found out how to design or make this whole thing by being stupid, huh?
That's right. You know, just went into it blind and came out with a nice product. So we're happy it can help people out.
But I mean, it's more than it. I mean, we all sit at our desk and things like this, and so this is a device you just clamp on. I mean, it's very reasonable. And so you want to stand up and work for a while, you can do that, right? Or in your bed, or anywhere you are. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's the thing. A lot of people are going to stand-up desks these days. Google's been doing it for years, and a lot of people, as Google leads, a lot of people follow.
Right, exactly.
So a lot of people are doing it. Their employees are, feeling better and working better, and stand-up desks are expensive. Thousands of dollars. And what do you want to do when you want to sit down? Because you don't have to stop sitting altogether. You just got to sit less. Right. And so this is a way for you to stand up and work for an hour or two, and then sit back down, relax for an hour or two, and just switch it up, just so you get your blood circulating, and it's definitely a more ergonomic solution as we put on the Kickstarter campaign. It's hard to get away from Kickstarter's rules. You can't say anything about health benefits.
I see. So you're not going to cure cancer with this, huh?
Right. It's not a cure-all.
It's a cure-a-little.
It's a cure medium.
But I mean, you went on this crowdfunding platform. You just started like in 2 weeks. You got 80 grand, man. You were hoping to get 40 grand in about 6-8 weeks, and in 2 weeks you got 80 grand. I mean, that must feel wonderful to see those numbers clicking.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. When we were written up in CNET, right after the article went live, we were getting pledges almost $100 a minute.
Wow.
So that only lasted for half hour. But,
right, but hey, it's just like if it didn't happen at all, yeah.
It just kept refreshing, and just seeing the backers come in. And I had my partner and our PR lady on the phone, and they were all going nuts. So it was really good. And the thing is, everybody. There's different options out there for tablet arms and tablet docks and stuff like that, but they're all kind of, a little bit flimsy, and they tend to walk themselves down over time. They don't support small laptops like ours, and we really felt that if we could create a device that incorporates both tablets and laptops, no one really
and your iPhone too, you could put on, right? I mean, anything. So tablets, lifetime offer. I mean, you could probably put a small kid on this too, it seems.
Yeah. Recommend it.
We got those straps to keep them in.
But yeah, you can put a tablet up there, and then your phone next to it, and read your Kindle at the same time.
Right. No, that's I just as an old guy, my life changes a little bit, and I just love relaxing in the tub. But man, I want to read in there and do my work and things like that. And so now you solved all that problem. And it's not just some big, like octopus thing. I mean, it's a very compact little device that really fits anywhere. It seems you just clamp it to the edge of a table or something, right?
Yeah, and the cradle actually spins off, and the way we ship it in almost the something in the size of a small personal pan pizza box.
I see. So it wraps around. I see.
Up and the cradle sits right on top. And I went through the first test. A couple weeks ago, I was traveling from Austin to LA, and I put it in my backpack, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna take this through security and see if they say anything." And they
went right through. Anything. Wonderful. So you're not a terrorist with it. Oh, that's wonderful. So, I mean, the way to do it, I mean, to get one now, I mean, you get one before you guys finish on Kickstarter, then you could get it at a discount, right? And you could get it before anybody else on your block has one, so you could show off to everybody, right?
That's right. That's right. Kickstarter, is a wonderful platform for launching new ideas. I have a friend that just launched a film project, and she raised $35,000 for editing. But for something like that, it's kind of just a donation. But for us, Kickstarter is really our sales platform.
Right, exactly. The people are getting a bargain by doing it there.
Right.
So the way to get it, it's to go to therigharm.com, right? So you just go rightarm.com. If you're on Kickstarter, you'll be able to tell there and get one right away, or just look at it. I mean, that video you did with those kids, and are they your kids? Are you old enough to have all those kids, or what?
They're not my kids, but they're my cousin's kids, and they're beautiful children.
Oh, they're just terrific. I thought from Central Casting or something. I said, where are these guys at?
The girl that was a model in our video in the bathtub, and she ended up getting a modeling job from the video.
Really wonderful. See, so you are a filmmaker. See? Well, wonderful. Well, it's a great idea, Eric, and it's practical, it's useful, and people with back problems, or potentially back problems, which we all have, the way we live our lives. I mean, this seems like a real savior, even though you're not supposed to say that on Kickstarter.
Kickstarter's been so good to us. We'll play ball with them.
Yeah, so. I understand, right. Well, wonderful. So it's therigharm.com. Eric, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
It's a great idea.